Hello everybody and welcome back to yet another video. Finally, today we are going to unlock Yuka. What do we need to do? We need to play as Roa and win against her at level 30. We'll also summon 3 fiends in a duel against her and get a comeback victory. Also Roman summons 3 dragons against her and activates 3 spell cards in a single duel. So let's jump right into the first duel against Yuka at level 30. So I'm playing as Roa obviously, and I try to summon the 3 fiends, also win the duel and not just win, but get a comeback victory here. Which is easier said than done, because usually my opponents do not really have what it takes to get my life points low, especially when I play a lot of spell cards that increase my own life points here. But I just wanted to deplete my hand size so that I draw into more cards, especially the few fiends that I actually have in the deck. So talking about these, I have the 2 fiends that we can get with his starting skill, and also a few that I got from, I think was a structure deck or was a card pack or whatever. I'm going to show off what I have after this duel. And I think when you just give Roa a few levels, which I haven't done yet, you can get this done easily, because some of the level up rewards should be fiend type monsters. I haven't checked, I cannot confirm, but it would make sense. I, however, am on my newest account, which is the one that was like playing my own approach on Duel Links with all the stuff that I mentioned before for a previous video or previous Let's Play stuff. And therefore I just unlocked Roa, and since I didn't need him for any of the other character unlocks, I just put him aside and did not really level him up all that much. In fact, I was focusing on leveling up Yuka to level 30 so that I get the skill My Name is Yuka, which I want to use for a Yuka deck. However, that does not need to concern you in the slightest. It just matters that I do not have any good fiend type monsters, so I have to resort to what I have. And if you're in the same position, you may want to use a few of your standard duel list spawns to give Roa a few levels, or invest into a few card packs or a structure deck or whatever that has fiends. You can easily use the card search function and filter for stuff, and then you should be able to find fiends and where to get those from. So winning a duel isn't really that difficult, but getting a comeback victory is. Again, if you don't know or have forgotten what a comeback victory entails, it is that my own life points at the beginning of the final turn of the duel need to be lower than my opponent's life points, which is the case right now. And seeing the situation here, I'm not really in a good spot, since I cannot clear her monsters and reduce her life points from that amount to 0 in a single turn. Therefore, I would be able to get a comeback victory. Therefore, I choose to go with a safe strategy, which is just losing more life points, or the even safer strategy is to just let her run out of cards to draw, which can suck and maybe it takes too long. Also, I thought about just cutting out a few of the turns in which nothing happens, but you stuck to the end with this, and so am I, and vice versa. Anyways, we just won the duel. It is a comeback victory. I cannot confirm because I cut out the duel assessment screen to save you a little bit of time. But it was a comeback victory, so it's all fine and dandy. Now we can take a look at the deck itself. The deck here has just a few fiends. This guy, where can we get this guy from? Yeah, here, from that stuff. So it's not really that good. I do not really have fiends, I must say. Also, this is the deck I was using. No extra deck because, yeah, why should I? And the skill is the starting skill, which adds 2 fiend monsters to our deck at the beginning of the duel. This guy and this one. So yeah, if you have those, it's already 2 of them, and you would just need 1 more fiend to make it happen. Otherwise, playing more fiend monsters obviously makes this more consistent and sort of quicker. Now, hopping into the second duel, it will be Roman against Yuka at level 10. And the objectives here will be that we summon 3 dragon-type monsters in a single duel against her and activate 3 spell cards. Now, this is significantly easier, not just because we do not need to win or get a comeback victory or a quick victory or whatever, but we just need to do the stuff that's here. And having dragons isn't really a big deal, since you can get a lot of them from just unlocking characters in their starting decks, and even this one Gaia structure deck that you can get for free has dragons in it, like Curse of Dragon. And when it comes to spell cards, we are in the same situation, because spell cards just like Sparks or Red Medicine or Blue Medicine are in a lot of character structure decks. So there isn't really a reason to not have dragons or spell cards at this point in the game. And therefore we just need to deplete our hand so that we draw more cards, and therefore have a higher chance of getting this stuff and also make it through our deck a little faster. And while this is going on, I can maybe talk about why this video is sort of late. If you're watching this a long time in the future, you don't really notice. However, when Yuka was added to the gate, I was quite busy and was not able to record this video, the footage, and even the voiceover. Therefore, I had to wait until I had time to do so. And that's the whole reason for this. However, I have some sort of a few days off, and therefore will be able to produce more videos. If you are watching it the day this video is released, you will be in a good situation, since tomorrow on May 19th, I think a few alternative styles for some 5Ds characters will be released, forcing me to make another video on that. Also, I'm still making a video on the what is it called? The character deck duels. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. And I'm making a video on that as well, and some other stuff. So I have ideas, I have stuff in the pipeline, just didn't get around to doing that. And here I'm just showing off where to get some of these dragons that I was using. Not that you need to know this, as I mentioned, they are from basically some starting decks that you can get from these characters. So yeah, why should I repeat myself? I just wanted to show you this deck here. It's nothing special, it's just the stuff that I was playing. And stuff that you can easily get. And again, I want to mention that this account here didn't spend a single gem on anything besides the one pack of Ultimate Rising that I had to purchase in the beginning. And also that was when the half-price gem sale was going on, so I only spent 25 gems in total on this account. And then a few card tickets, of course, and maybe some skill tickets, but no character unlock tickets. But that's besides the point. Point is, I was able to get all of these missions done in just 2 duels, and therefore I can say that Yuka's unlock wasn't really that difficult. I mean, could I have done this faster? Of course. Could I have done this in a different or in a better way? Of course too. However, I think that it's quite okay, and it didn't take too long. I think this video is under 10 minutes, and therefore should be quite nice for you to watch in terms of length. So you don't waste that much time watching it to this point. Now, we didn't just get Yuka, but we also got a skill for Yuka that was added to the card trader's skill exchange function, and I still need another shorter name or an abbreviation for this term. Character stuff here, skill stuff, I mean, can be found here, and we can just buy this or exchange for stuff, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Here you can find this, of course, if you don't already know, and that's how you get that skill, which was an event skill, I think. Anyways, we are basically done here, and there's not really much else to say other than thank you so much for watching this video.